The Cubs overcame the likes of Clayton, Kershaw and Kluber on the way to their first World Series title since 1908. There will be a slightly different landscape Monday when they face formidable Max Scherzer of the Nationals in Game 3 of the National League Division Series at Wrigley Field. It's not often that a staff ace doesn't pitch until the third game of a first-round series, but the Cubs reminded several reporters that Game 1 starter Stephen Strasburg was just as tough before they broke through for a 30 win. Nevertheless, the Cubs seek any advantage possible against Scherzer, who will make his first start since suffering a tweak in his right hamstring on September 30th. For starters, manager Joe Maddon is leaning toward a predominantly left-handed hitting lineup since Scherzer has limited right-hand hitters to a .136 batting average, compared with a .215 mark against left-handers. This could mean that Tommy La Stella, who is 3 for 6 with a double, triple and home run against Scherzer, could get a start at second base over Javier Baez, who is 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Left-handed hitting outfielder John Jay 1 for 8 against Scherzer also could start, although he could be more valuable off the bench should Scherzer be curtailed by a pitch count. "It's Max Scherzer," Cubs first baseman Anthony Rizzo said. "He'll let them know his pitch count." See more videos. Scherzer seemed optimistic he could throw up to 100 pitches. Manager Dusty Baker didn't rule out the possibility of using Game 4 starter Tanner Roark in relief if needed, albeit likely only if Monday's game went into extra innings. There's also the balancing act between working deep counts and trying to avoid falling behind in the count, as the Cubs found themselves weighing before breaking through in the 6th inning against Strasburg. "Selective aggressiveness," Kyle Schwarber said. "That's the way it should be. He's going to be Scherzer. He's known for having good stuff. Our pitchers have good stuff, too. They're going to say the same thing over there. You got to be able to get your pitch and don't miss it." Scherzer tested his hamstring by running sprints after throwing off flat ground Sunday at Wrigley. Would the Cubs push Scherzer by bunting? "If there's ever a situation that presents itself, you might do it," said Schwarber, who joked about the time he attempted a bunt against John Lackey in Game 1 of the 2015 NLDS when Lackey pitched for the Cardinals. "I think we're going to be more worried about trying to get some runs in and do that. It could happen." A victory Monday would fortify the Cubs' confidence they possessed after beating Strasburg despite getting no hit for 523 innings. "We all know Scherzer has good stuff, but we're not afraid of the name on the back," Schwarber said. "We're going to go out there and execute what we want to do at the plate. Everyone is going to have their own game plan and go from there." The Cubs seemed to have cleansed themselves from Game 2's disastrous 8th inning Saturday that featured home runs from Bryce Harper and Ryan Zimmerman. "We got to win 2 more games," Chris Bryant said. "It doesn't matter how we do it, doesn't matter the scenario. It starts Monday again. I think with this group, this experience, nothing is really going to faze us. We've given up bigger home runs before." Mick Gonzalez at ChicagoTribune.com, Twitter @MidGonzalez.